In this parsha, we learn of a miracle that happens once in history. God makes a donkey talk. When the king of Moabite hires Bilam, the prophet, to curse the Jewish people, Bilam asked God if he can go. God said, no, don't curse the Jewish people. Then he asked again, and God said, fine, if you want to go with them, you can go, but you will only talk to things that I put in your mouth. Bilam is very happy. Maybe he would get a chance to curse the Jewish people. He saddles his donkey, and he's on the way to Moabite. On the way, God sends an angel with a sword and blocks their path. The donkey sees the angel, and he's petrified, but Bilam does not see the angel. And therefore, the donkey moves to the field. The angel comes again and blocks the path. And again, the donkey is very scared, and he goes back and forth. Bilam gets very frustrated that the donkey is not moving, and he begins to hit the donkey. And then the donkey says to Bilam, why have you struck me 3 times? Bilam says, because you're humiliating me. And the donkey says, well, have I ever done this to you? And then God opens up Bilam's eyes, and he sees the angel. And as Bilam says, I'm sorry, I sinned to God. Should I go back? The angel says, no, you can go, but you would only talk the words that God says. And the question is, we know that there's a principle that God would only do a miracle if it's absolutely a dire situation. God will perform a miracle, but God doesn't do miracles in vain. The question, why was it necessary for God to do the miracle that the donkey should talk? And if the donkey would not talk, it wouldn't change anything. Rashi says that this angel was an angel of mercy. The angel came to try to stop Bilam from going down this very sinful path. So the Rebbe answers, the reason why God performed this extraordinary miracle, that the donkey begins to talk to Bilam, is because Bilam was God's prophet. And instead of using his prophecy and great spiritual powers to better the world, to bring goodness and morality to the world, Bilam was bringing sin to the world and bringing immorality and evil into the world. God had mercy on Bilam. He's going down this bad path and this self-destructive path. So God did everything in his power because God had mercy on Bilam. So God performed this extraordinary miracle that the donkey spoke up to the prophet, and so that maybe Bilam will get the message that even the donkey understands what you're doing is very, very bad. But anyway, it didn't help. And what a lesson for us that when we see a person going down the bad path, spiritually, emotionally, morally, and is doing bad things and is deteriorating, we have an obligation to try everything we can to help the person go back on the right path. And we should never say, well, this person is a lost case and I'm going to give up. No, do everything just like God did the extraordinary. We should do everything in our power to try to steer a person on the right path, on the healthy path, and on the good path. Have a very good Shabbos.